What's up, folks? This is the McDojo Chronicles, and today I want to talk about my memories of my very first time sparring. Alright, now before I get into talking about that sparring match, I want to lay down the foundation for this. Now, my first sparring match was when I was an orange belt. Um, but I was truly a white belt. Um, because what had happened, I know I explained this before, that I went to a little course that he did, and it's like a self-defense course that he did through the school system and everything, and um, he went once a week for a week, so he went 4 days. So I went those 4 days, and um, after that 4 days, he rewarded everybody an orange belt. All right. Um, Anybody that knows the Taekwondo belt structure or whatever knows that the yellow belt is the white belt, then the yellow belt, then the orange belt. But he switched it and have you get your orange belt after you get your white belt instead of the yellow belt. But I only did 4 little classes and I was an orange belt. So basically when I sparred, I was basically a white belt. I just had an orange belt. All right. So I remember going there when it was probably like it probably wasn't even I wasn't even there for a month my first time sparring. Probably after 2 weeks of me going to the actual academy, that's when I first sparred. No type of sparring training and none of that. Um, so when he told me to go out there and spar, I was like, "What? I don't know what to do. What are the rules?" La di da da, but nobody said nothing. So they just rushed me out there and everything. And at this time, we was doing 1 minute rounds. We were doing 2 1 minute rounds and everything. So okay, so I goes out there, orange belt, which should be white, and I just start going at it. I just start going at throwing punches, throwing the little kicks that I thought I knew. Um, it was like a blur. It was like a flash because I was just. It was like I was fighting, fighting like I was out in the street. Because that's all I knew is when you fight, you got to get the person, and I didn't understand at that time how to pace yourself, and all I keep hearing people, "Oh, pace yourself," and I'm like, man, I don't understand what y'all talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to get it. I'm throwing a lot of punches though, a lot of punches to the chest protector because we can't punch to the face. So a lot of punches to the chest. I forgot the guy that I was sparring. I believe that he was probably a yellow belt at that time, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe he was a green. I think maybe he'd been a green belt. I think it was a green belt because cause I remember my wife used to call them the green belt family. It was a family of four, a husband, wife, and 2 daughters, and we used to call them the green belt family when we first went in there. So I'm fighting the green belt guy, and it was I think I did all right, held my own. I just didn't know what I was doing, you know. I did use a lot of punches at that time, but as time went on, I decreased my punching because then I found out that punching doesn't count as a score and everything. So of course I was getting kicked around, because I didn't really understand, but I was rushing the guy, and I was up on him and just throwing as many punches as I can and a kick every now and then when I could, because I didn't really know how to throw a kick that well in the first place. After only doing probably maybe 8 days, maybe 8 days of so-called training and everything. But I think everybody was applauding and everything, and I did that first minute, and I was all out of breath. I was done. I was pretty much out of shape then too. I was done. Huffing and puffing, huffing and puffing, huffing and puffing. Did the second round. I did the same thing. And at the end of the match, I couldn't even like finish because I had to run to the bathroom, so I had to go throw up because I was going so hard and so fast and was not pacing myself, and I kind of felt like I got put out there before I should have. I felt like I was surprised. I didn't know what I was doing, and you know they just threw me out there with no type of sparring training, no type of footwork training, no kind of teaching to tell me how to set up kicks or whatever, or how to defend certain kicks and everything. They never taught me that. I had to learn that as I went along, but it was crazy. It was exciting though, because I felt like I was doing my thing. My wife used to say that we don't we never did any type of training. We just think we know how to fight. So we did what we thought we. I mean, I did what I thought I should have done, but again, I burnt myself out real fast. Um, almost threw up on my opponent. Almost threw up on the floor, but I had to get it going. And I know everybody was telling me they would heard me in there early. I'm early and loud. Whoa, I was early and loud. I couldn't get in that bathroom fast enough. But then after that, man, I just start working on my cardio and stuff, because I ain't want that to happen no more. Be throwing up, being embarrassed, throwing up and stuff. But yeah, that's my memory of it. It's kind of a blur, for the simple fact I just got thrown out there, not knowing what I was doing, basically a white belt, and I just pushed myself overboard, not knowing. So that's my story. All right. Um, need everybody that haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and check out the McDojo Chronicles online store. And don't forget to check out our playlist that we are setting up on the on our channel and everything. Check out the Combat Sport Talks with Onan Kafai. Check out our bloopers. Check out the Sparring. Check out the Kids Are Awesome. And just check all those things out for us and give us some support. And we thank you for everything. All our subscribers, all our future subscribers, everybody that watch us, we thank you and we appreciate your support. We thank you for constantly watching us and having our back, and just having our back, because this is a controversial channel and everything, and a lot of people don't think they're all McDojos, and a lot of people think we're just picking or trying to pick people, but we're just trying to show the reality of things from the experience that we went through, from being somebody that knew nothing about martial arts, going into a place and being fooled and being tricked, and then we found our way out because we did our research and found out otherwise, so again, we thank you all. And I'm still waiting for some more people to pick which one is me, and I put a video out and only 2 people done said something, so I know there's more subscribers out there and more people that's watching it. So go to the video, my challenge video, and pick which person you think that's me sparring, so I can put out the video of me sparring. Now it's like over an hour worth of sparring, so what I'm going to do is probably break it down to 5, maybe 10 minutes, a piece, so it won't be just a long movie of me sparring. So I will break it up and everything. So again, thank you, appreciate you. Please just say no to the McDojo. This is the McDojo Chronicles.